Hi, it's Mike Bogden, and I'm here with Josh Lehman, and he's from military service, and we're dealing with the last and probably the most important part of making your space defensible against fires, and that is cleanup, which is the part nobody likes, but it's the part that has to be done, otherwise it still looks like crap. So he's over here, and today, what are you going to do?
We're going to chip up all this brush that the Forest Service took down as they cut for the defensible space.
All right, so he's got this big chipper, and we'll show that, and they'll be just run it through, and he'll turn it all into mulch, and then he'll cart it off. So with that, we're going to get started with the chipping. You ready?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Hi, it's Mike Bogden, and we're here at the area that we cleared with the Forest Service crew about a month ago, and so it's now first part of August. And with me I have Liz Davey to review the impact and what we accomplished from this little project. So Liz, with that, I'll give it to you.
Hi, I'm the district ranger here on the Ashton Island Park Ranger District, and it was a great opportunity to partner with the mayor, the city of Island Park, and Island Park Sustainable Fire Community and others, and the Forest Service, of course, to do this project. We did a fuels project right here in this little space that is just south of the city building to provide a little bit of protection from wildfire if it were ever to occur in this area. It's also a great place to demonstrate, to show the rest of Island Park what can be done for a little amount of money, for a little amount of effort, and for a huge amount of fire safety if we ever get that wildfire. That was the intent of this project, was to provide just how to do this. And right now, if you would have come here before we did the project, you wouldn't be able to see me and Mike because the trees were so thick. But now you can look right through the trees and see us. The flowers are growing beautifully, and we are going to be safe, and I put that in quotes because we never know, from wildfire.
And the thing is that we all have to be stewards of the environment. And being stewards of the environment does not mean you just leave everything to nature and let everything take care of itself, because things never take care of themselves, especially when you have the number of people we've had this summer. And because we have an effect on the environment just by existing here. And we have to offset that by making some additional preparations to keep this place beautiful and safe, and to make sure that the animals have a place for habitat and so forth. And and you can see, when we pan through this, that it's a beautiful space now. It's a space you can walk through. The grass is growing up, the flowers are growing, and we need to do this throughout the community, or whichever community you're in, if you're in a forested area. And so go to your local Forest Service office, whether it's here in Island Park or whether it's throughout the nation, and get a hold of the ranger and find out what sustainable fire plan they have, and see how you can protect your property or the buildings or the community buildings like City Hall, like we did. And that way we'll all make for a better environment and a safer environment for all concerned. And we wanted to do this series to give you some thoughts and ideas of the way to go about doing this, and what's safe and what's not safe, and what to look for. But it's just kind of to get your feet wet, but take advantage of all the things that the Forest Service has to offer. Because remember, people like Liz and the other people that work in the Forest Service are an excellent asset to our communities, and we need to make sure we use them to their fullest. Now, Liz, we have some people that were definitely part of this project that we'd like to acknowledge as we conclude this whole thing. And so I'll let you kind of read the list off of who we need to thank for this wonderful effort.
I really want to thank the folks who put in the sweat equity. Mike and I just talk about it, but these other folks that I'm going to thank are the ones who actually did the hard work. John White, our fuel specialist right here on the Ashton Island Park Ranger District, he planned the whole thing. He decided which trees were going to go and which trees were going to stay. Same with the shrubs underneath. And then Bart Hogan, also our fire prevention officer, he helped with that whole planning effort. We also had Miller Tree Service, who did the actual cutting of the trees. They removed the slash and the firewood. But we also had some great timber folks who came out to learn more about this, and they were the ones who were trucking the slash all the way out to the roadside so that Miller Tree Service could remove them. So all of these folks made this project possible, and it happened, in a couple hours, Mike?
Yeah, it didn't take very long at all. And then we also we sold a couple of wood permits to a couple of residents up here, and they came and got the firewood, so we recycled the firewood. So, and we mulched up all the slash and took it over to the landfill, and they're going to use it for mulch. So, we tried to use as much of it, recycle as much as we could as well. So, I mean, it was a win-win for everybody involved, and we would like to see more people get involved in this kind of relationship with the different agencies, especially the Forest Service. So,
Yep.
Thank you, Liz.
Thanks, Mike.
Bye-bye.